Hey, what's up for the weekly review and update video? So a few things I want to touch on today. First one being that at the moment we're highly profitable. We're doing about 50% profit margins, which I'm really happy with. And how the business works step by step is very well functioning. And the team barely needs me at this point. I'm spending around 2 hours in manager tasks and keeping the business alive. And I'm able to spend the other 8 hours of my day on actually making stuff happen, building for what I like to call the business for tomorrow. So not just building, solving the problems for today, but also solving the problems that will pop up tomorrow, if that makes sense, and solving for that so that we can ultimately scale. And I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of how I'm making more profit than I've ever made in my entire life, but I am spending less time than I've spent in my whole life in the business too, which is incredible. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to be working on a business. It just means that I want to be working on higher leverage tasks. And this is an incredible feeling. The team has grown a lot and things are working better and better and better. A few updates I want to make. Number one, as I said, 50% profit margin is doing well, very well. Biggest problem at the moment is partners pausing, canceling, not being happy overall. So that's what I'm working on the partner success department. So I had 4 departments I wanted to dial in. The appointment setting department, or ISA department as I call it, then the media buying department, then the partner success department, and then the ops. I got the partner success and the ops left. And right now, we only have about 18 of our 40 partners that are live and actually getting appointments from us. So we got to get that other half and get them to actually be up and running, because we're losing a huge amount of money from not having half of our partners actually running. Another thing that happened this last week is we decided to fully stop working with small business owners. And I even made a video on my YouTube channel earlier about this. But now we're not going to take on any company that does less than 1.5 or more in revenue, no matter how much they ask us for it. At the moment, we aren't selling. We're creating what I like to call the perfect product, a product that genuinely cannot be better in any possible way before we start selling. And I expect that it's about a month left until we actually do start selling. But I have worked very hard to not be in a rush, to not feel like I need to start selling tomorrow just because of the revenue boost or the profit boost or being able to post screenshots. But rather thinking about it long term and thinking about it in a year from now. Will I be happy I put 1 extra month in dialing the product and making something that people truly love? Because that's the problem with most businesses. They think it's marketing, they think it's leads, but the actual big problem that makes people not succeed is the fact that their product is half-assed. It's really poor. It's really bad. One big learning lesson that I had this last week, that I've been doing this on and off for a bit of a time now, but last week I really dialed it in and it helped me a lot. I actually want to share my screen I'll just not share my screen because it's quite confidential. But basically, I have a sheet with everybody in our team and then the feedback that I have for them. So it's a spreadsheet. And then in the spreadsheet, each and every person's name in the whole company. So all the 20 team members we have, I got everybody's name. And then whenever I have that spreadsheet bookmark, so whenever we're in a meeting or I see a message or I see a mistake from a team member that I don't like, I put that in the spreadsheet that I want to give that as feedback to that person. And then when we have a one-on-one or a group feedback session, then what we do is we just pull up and I give that feedback. So a lot of people have a hard time making one-on-ones valuable and giving feedback, but at the same time they hate the fact that their team sucks or that they're not happy with their team. So I like to just write down exactly what it is that I'm not happy about with my team. And then I just have a very simple way to be able to coach them. I just give them feedback on the things on that list. Let me show you an example. So it's as simple as this. Look at that. It's not complicated whatsoever. I removed all the information, but all I have here is the name of the people on the team. And then whenever I have feedback, if I think that Craig should smile whenever you join a meeting, or Marian should make sure be on time, or whatever. Then I write that feedback here. It's so simple, I know, but most people still don't do it. And then I just share that feedback with the team on my one-on-ones. It helped a lot with making sure I can actually give actionable feedback to the team without coming across in like, hey, in a manner of, hey, you suck, but not being able to tell them what they need to get better at. So that helped a lot. And the focus of this coming week is really understanding the problems in the partner success, get really dialed in on a lot of call reviews for the team, a lot of QC, and just seeing where the constraints are and how we can solve them. That's what I'm working on at the moment, and I'm excited. Biggest personal learning lesson is you can't have everything you want, but you can have anything you want. I always struggled with wanting the Lamborghinis and the lifestyle business, but at the same time wanting to have the 12-hour workday. And you can't have both of them. You gotta choose one. You can't be working 12 hours a day, but also have work-life balance. Like, they contradict each other. So this week and this month has been the first month where I truly feel like I have good balance of not the normal balance of 8 hours of that and then 2 hours with family. Not like that, but the balance that I want, which at the moment it's roughly 10 to 11 hours of actual work, and then roughly 1 hour with family every day, and roughly 1 hour with friends, and so on. And then a good workout every day with 8 hours of sleep. That's what makes me happy. That's what I found is optimal for me. And now I'm happy with that, and I try not to get shiny object syndrome or envy or jealousy when I see other people living their lifestyle. With that said, I'm still improving. This is just day one. And one goal, it's not a big goal, but one goal that I think would be really fun is if we could be doing somewhere around 1 million, maybe 2 million by the end of this year per month in recurring revenue. Goodbye.